Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another video brought to you by SeniorCatWellness.com. So, you've got a cat and you're considering adding another one to the family. Is it a good idea or a bad idea? Are you a bit on the fence? Not to worry. In today's material, we'll present you with several of the most notable pros and cons in an effort to potentially help you out when it comes to making your final decision. There are obviously many factors to consider, and several of which are personal. How many people reside in your home? What are the ages? Does anyone in your family have major health issues? Do you have a baby in your home? So many concerns that are personal and unique to you. Obviously, those issues should be at the forefront. Use those as jumping off points before entering the pros and cons that can come with owning a second cat. Before we take a deep dive into today's subject, let's first take a look at our topic overview. Getting a second cat will help fulfill the original cat's social needs. The new cat can assist with grooming, learning good eating and toilet habits, staying fit, and playing. However, not all cats benefit from having a companion feline. Older cats may stress kittens, and cats that are equal in age may fight. Right out of the gate, we'll address one important point of note. It was mentioned that older cats can stress kittens, which is certainly possible. However, allow me to say, and this comes from personal experience, that a kitten or kittens can also stress the living heck out of a senior feline. I introduced several kittens just weeks old at the time to my 20-year-old cat roughly 5 years ago. While things ended quite well, it started off a bit rough as my senior cat had a tough go of things for about a month. Stressed out to the max, very high anxiety. Before we get started, a quick shout out to you, the viewer. We thank you so much for joining us today. You could be anywhere, but you're right here with us, and we truly appreciate it. Thank you for your time and for your support. Now, let's begin. Most cats do enjoy the company of a second cat, and close bonds are often formed. This means a very close relationship, and the cats within a household can come to rely on each other for essentials. This includes, but is not limited to, a playmate, a potential protector from threats, a food companion, sort of like a meal partner, and general social buddy, someone to hang out with. The bonding of two cats is best if both felines are young. That's why littermates often make the best bonding partners because there was truly never life without the other. However, for the purposes of this video, bonding can certainly happen with older felines that were not littermates. When it comes to adoption, it is often made clear that a bonded pair should stay together. If two cats are seemingly connected at the hip and are placed up for adoption, life apart can be extremely stressful and traumatic for each individual feline. Keeping cats together is key, if at all possible. However, as we know, things don't always work out in this fashion. If you're looking to add a second cat to your home, your new pet could already be on edge after being separated from a bonded pal or even a lifelong litter mate. Just like us people, cats carry a lot of baggage into new relationships. This is why it's important to know the history of the cat that you're about to adopt. Understanding the cat's past can potentially help you to make better decisions, even as it relates to your interaction with the feline. The steps you take can make a huge difference if you're aware that your new pet is uneasy and potentially heartbroken about starting what amounts to a brand new life. Bonds are a beautiful thing, but some bonds are formed, broken, and then the cat you adopt enters your life at potentially the very worst part of its life from a mental and emotional standpoint. The list of things to consider before getting a second cat is quite lengthy, and understanding your new cat's history is just one of those issues. Now, it's time to get down to that notable list of pros, the true benefits of adding a second cat to your family. First up is happiness. Generally speaking, cats are happier in pairs. While cats do love their alone time, they are social creatures. Companionship can help to keep them happy and healthy. Partnership in this fashion can help a cat to avoid depression, separation anxiety, destructive behaviors, crying, unwillingness to eat, and improper bathroom habits. A good feline companion can make a cat happy. And if your cats are happy, then the family is happy. The next pro is that of positive health. Now, while some cats have a beautiful life into their 20s with just me, myself, and I, other cats can suffer from loneliness, which can put stress on the body and trigger health issues. Similar to happiness, having a positive companion can give cats a shot in the arm. Positive energy. That energy can help maintain positive health. It's just like people. If you have positive people in your life and a strong social circle, there's a good chance that your general health is better. You're happy and you're positive. This energy helps you to have that little extra pep in your step. The same is true for bonded felines. The next pro is that of cleanliness. Cats, yeah, they're all about that grooming. However, cats that are paired can take it to a whole new level, constantly running each other through the car wash. Paired cats groom more often simply because they have a buddy. Next up is smarts. Do paired cats learn faster? Yep, especially if the pairing is a young cat with an adult. Cats learn by watching mom, but what happens when mom is gone? If you can happily pair a kitten with an adult, the young feline will learn the ways of the world in a much quicker fashion. They'll become more skilled hunters, groomers, professional litter box users, and consumers of that wet cat food. An older cat can teach a younger pet the ropes. This will allow them to learn much faster than if they had lived a solo life with only humans to teach them the ways of the world. The next pro that we'll discuss today is that cats that are paired tend to be less picky and engage in more positive behaviors. This includes not only how they eat, but what they eat. If one cat eats a certain food, the other cat will be naturally more willing to try it out. More engagement and less stubborn behavior is often a positive byproduct of having two cats in the home. And moving right along, our next positive involves entertainment. As we mentioned earlier, cats that live a solo life can become lonely, bored, and depressed. Anxiety and stress can also increase. Having two cats allows for positive entertainment and general physical activity. There's always a playmate. If your cats are well behaved, this can potentially allow you to do more things and be more productive. When your cat is the only pet in the family, many times the playtime experience involves you. If two cats are present, you can go off and wash those dishes, take that important phone call, help your child with their homework, just whatever needs priority. You can handle other things while your cats engage with each other. And our final pro that we'll discuss today is cost, that green, that money. By and large, adding a second cat to the fold really won't hurt your wallet all that much, as long as your new addition is healthy and doesn't require special attention due to an illness or disability. The price tag should be roughly the same. While you will have to buy more food and double up on those vet visits, the general cost of living is somewhat baked into the cake. And now it's time for the cons. Since most of these are self explanatory, and because we do value your time, we'll conduct a bit of a rapid fire on this section. However, if you'd like detailed information, please stay tuned during the final 60 seconds of this video. We'll tell you how you can find out more. The first con is your existing cat just simply not liking other cats, any other cats. Some cats just do not want companionship. This can lead to aggression, fighting, and a generally unpleasant experience for everyone involved. If you've owned your cat for a long time, you probably know its temperament. This could be a con for sure, and a con right out of the gate. The next negative we'll address is that of your current cat simply being too young. You don't want that stress. Having an adult cat and then introducing a kitten tends to work better than bringing an adult into the life of a kitten. The next con is grief. Why is your solo cat, well, a solo cat? Is this new addition a brand new addition in the most literal sense, or is it a replacement? If you're replacing a cat, it could be best to wait until your feline is ready. There could be a mourning period that is taking place. And the final con that we'll mention is time, your time. This is why it's so important to see the big picture, not just from the cat world standpoint, but also from your world. Will you have the time and the effort it takes to commit to a second cat? If you don't, then you're doing everyone a disservice. If you don't have the time and you know that you don't, pump the brakes and wait until the time is right for you and your family. Well, what's the perfect time? A, when you're ready and you can dedicate your time and energy, and B, when you can get a cat that is younger than your original cat, preferably a kitten with a young adult feline if possible. Of course, pairing a kitten with a senior cat could be a bit confusing for your elderly pal at first. Use my example that was mentioned earlier for reference. That was certainly a rocky time for a while. Two males are more likely to get along compared to that of two females. While socializing can take a while and things can get physical, you have a much better chance of peace and stability if both have been fixed. In terms of two females, they'll be less aggressive than males, but they'll still display hostility, even if they're fixed. Female cats will also attempt to outdo each other for your attention, even to the lengths of misbehaving in an effort just to get your attention. Two competing females are also more likely to bite, scratch, and destroy personal items compared to that of two males. And on that note, that will conclude things for the video portion of this material. However, in terms of the information, we are just getting started. If you like to know more, we do encourage you to visit us at juniorcatwellness.com at the conclusion of this presentation. There you will find a highly detailed article dedicated to everything we've mentioned here today, and also a bit more. We hope you'll check us out. Are you currently watching us offsite? If so, we do invite you to click the initial link in the description box below. Said link will take you to the article in question. And until our paths cross again, and I certainly hope they do, we'd like to thank you once again for joining us today. Please have a wonderful day. All the best to you and yours, and we will talk to you later.